Who doesn't appreciate some background noise in the background there? Good evening everyone and welcome back to the GT3 Championship here in TFRL, round 4 in the Red Bull Ring. This is the Pro Series. You might need to change the title for that. Just literally realised that was still in the title of the lobby there. Goodness me.
Oh my.
These drivers are certainly not amateurs. Well, some of the new guys are.
No, we are not.
But yeah, I am JamesHead14. I'm gonna be your solo commentator tonight. Yes, that is right. Going solo, so TTG can actually see what I'm like by myself now.
Crap.
Excuse me?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
We're just waiting for Doug and KK Dot to get out on track.
Yeah, that's what I was nice.
As soon as Doug and KK Dot is out on track, we can get started, because I don't want to be hanging around with this.
Have we got everyone in that quickly?
Yep, everyone's in.
Good job, fellas.
I was actually saying that to Matt earlier. There doesn't seem to be much problems with doing the pros together, it's just the pro-am lobby.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's lagging in a Mustang. I think that might be Hair Razor.
It doesn't seem to be lagging on my screen.
That might be my end then. Brilliant.
Yeah, Dan, you're lagging through the mic there a little bit.
Am I?
Yeah, very quiet though. But that's right, I'll mute everyone for the qualifying and the race session, so I'll be able to hear you chat.
Dun.
I'll mute my mic anyway, so I won't.
It's fine, I don't want you hearing what I'm going to discuss.
Yeah, just make sure, by the way, just make sure that you do clear your cache. If you did see the tutorial on the Pro-Am stream, have a look. Oh, Danny's here.
Oh, good.
Well, I'll message him, actually. So that means we have got, I do believe, 13 drivers.
Yeah.
With Doug, KK Dot need to get out on track, and then Danny. I was going to message Danny off on bloody airplane mode. Brilliant.
I can tell you now he won't receive it.
Hmm?
So I can tell you now he wouldn't receive it.
Hmm?
I can tell you now he would not receive it.
I don't get it. I don't get you.
If you were to message him on aeroplane mode,
I know.
I can guarantee you he would not receive it.
That's why I turned airplane mode off.
It was a joke, James, you can laugh.
I think somebody needs to turn up their hearing aid.
What?
Swift, can you not? Get away from my laptop, it's mine.
JB is on track. Oh, and that is a very weird livery he's got on there. Got Homer Simpson on the back.
Oh.
And some anime cats. Yeah, well, he's joined Savage E Racing now.
That'll be why.
But I want to see him get out on track because I want to see his setup. I want to see his thingy. We just want to rest or to get out on track.
Super Guy and Derby have got some good laps in so far.
Is there a problem by any chance in the pits?
Why?
JB and Hair Razor seemingly seem like they're stuck in the pits. Oh no, Hair Razor's gone there. There we go.
Yeah, very stuck.
But JB is revving his engine and he can't go anywhere.
Yeah, he might have his foot on the brake. Check to see if he's got his foot on the brake.
No, he doesn't.
then you
Right,
can let us know
I'll
if you
put a
sent
message. I'll put a message in. Hang on. Oh, there we go. I've literally just put that in and he's put his acceleration on. Oh, terrible.
You've just been debating.
Absolutely brilliant. What's happening with Doug? Where's Doug at?
It's behind me, I think. No, it's not. That's how is it?
No, Doug's not
Yeah,
out on track.
When we reset the lobby, I'm going to ask everybody to just put in how, or at least alert us how many cars that they see in the lobby, just because the issues with these things.
I've got 12 in the minute with Doug spectating. Really, I really want to get this started, like, now, ideally.
Yeah, mine's also 12 for you and Doug spectating.
JB's lagging a lot, but that's just his normal connection.
Okay, so everyone avoid him. Oh, that was late on the brakes. That's not good. I need to get the stream set up, James.
Stream is up. What are you on about?
Oh yeah.
I did say we're live. God. Doug has just entered the pit lane, by the way. And he's coming out of the track now. Yoink. So we can get started.
Oh, look at the time difference between me and Dot.
Look at the time difference.
Look at the time difference between J-League and Swift, 1600.
Oh, mine and...
Oh, yours is 1,000.
Suck it, please.
Anyways, we can get started. With 10 minute qualifying.
Muting. Catch you all after the race.
No worries, buddy.
Much love.
I'll mute you all as well when we go into the session. Just wait for Mr. F6 to
I finished the lap in about 10 seconds.
Oh. Oh dear. Should we go back to fine weather? What am I doing? Meeting you guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. There we go, fine weather for the lobby. There we go, dusk, fine weather, and we're back in for TFRL GT3 Championship. If you're new to this, welcome. Let me just put the stream link into the TFRL Discord while I'm at it. So confused on what happened in Pro-Am. Kyle, honestly, I'm just as confused as you are, mate. Honestly. Just as confused as you are. But, yeah, just terrible, really. Got Super Guy typing in the chat. Not sure that is for any specific reason, unless he just left his phone on. I think he will be just about to come out of track as well. Pretty much everyone bar one driver is out on track at the minute, and that is Grand J10. Grand J10, who is not out on track at the minute. Warby's just leaving the pits, and we've got Elliot F6 out on track first, followed by Pablo and JB. Of course, my ex-core commentator is now racing, so I'm going to be providing the action to you by myself. James had 14 now. TTG James, of course. If you just tuned in and didn't see my announcement, I'm now part of the TTG Esports brand. absolutely thrilled to have them on board in this, and I'm thrilled to be a part of the team, and let's make some memories, as I've been saying. Out on track, Elliot picks up a penalty. Dirty, dirty boy. Elliot now crossing the line. Think he's about to start his lap. I'm not sure if it's involved it, although Pablo was pitting for a different set of tyres, seemingly. As Elliot, I do believe, has back off this lap. Let's go on board with J-Luke, however. J-Luke going through turn 1, very nice. Don't be catching the apex too much, because it can send you flinging off through the corner and out wide. So run up the hill into turn 2, or what I say is turn 3, because I count that little kink as a turn. Jelly going through turn 2, very nice. Getting very close to the apex, everyone there running through okay as well. JP22 running a very weird livery, I've got to be honest. I think there's frogs on the side. I don't know who that is on the side. There's a Playboy, don't know what his livery is, but it's a livery anyways. It'll accept by TFRL standards. But J-Luke, however, is still on his lap, and he is running towards the end of the middle sector. And the middle sector is about to come through now. Looking very nice. 101.9 through there for J-Luke. Looking very nice. Elliot's picked up another penalty. Just got to be wary he doesn't pick up another one. Serves it before he starts his lap. They keep out of the way of everyone as well. J-Luke, however, coming around the final 2 corners. Looking very, very nice indeed through there. J-Luke now around the final corner. We did have a 28 in Pro-Am, and already we're going to get 29.1 from J-Luke, going top of the timing screens at the minute. Super Guy NL, second, Swift third, Elliot just starting his lap. Doug is back into the pits. Quite a few drivers crossing the line. KK Dot not setting the time on that lap, must have invalidated that. Same with Elliot, and I think JB, I was under the impression that he might have invalidated it, but he hasn't. Pablo is on an out lap. Matter on an out lap. Everyone else is on a lap, I do believe. Warbeast coming through the end of the middle sector. Now running up the hill towards the final 2 turns. Double right-handed corner. Turns 8 and turn 9. Or turns 9 and 10. Going through. Warbeast just missing the apex there. Running out wide a little bit. But that looks quite clean. Through there. Again, nice and clean through there. Warbeast running up towards the line. Is going to set a 34.3 there, so it goes about 2.5 seconds behind JB. I do believe Grand J10 was on a lap as well, and Grand J10 going quite quick here. Coming across the line, goes 6th ahead of JB, so only 1.6 seconds off J-Luke, who seems to me as if he's got the qualifying pace at the minute, with just under half of qualifying gone. J-Luke, I think, might be improving. He's run wide at the second to last corner there. Now going through the final corner, might have picked up a penalty because of that, and he has a 10th penalty because of that. Serves it up. Super Guy NL is coming across the line, however, and he goes pole. Super Guy NL catching on board at the end of his lap there. He does go pole, apparently. The 29 flat. That is not what it says on the right-hand side of your screen. If you're looking, 30.0 it says. So that is clear, a timing glitch. Timing glitch, I should say. From the server, I do believe. Dirty's gone 3rd as well, 500ths roughly just behind J-Luke, as improving in the first sector. JB as well has gone quicker, I do believe. Swift and Hairraiser. Hairraiser lagging a bit, but nothing really to suggest that he is lagging over much at all. All 13 drivers out on track. 2 big drivers that haven't set laps actually are Doug and K&K Dot. Doug is on a lap just behind Swift, running down into turn 4, which is this right-handed corner coming up. K&K Dot is on an out lap, so obviously he's not been getting in a lap at all. As Doug now comes through towards the end of the middle sector. There is a yellow flag ahead. Not sure if it's somebody slowing down or if it's somebody off. Looking on my screen, it looks like it's somebody off, and I do believe that is Hairraiser. Yes, it is. It's Hairraiser going through the centre of shot there, just going out of shot. Doug is on a good lap here. It's going to go around doo-doo area, I think, with this lap. and a little bit wide on the curb. But anyways, Doug getting out of the way. There's Harris just getting out of the way as well. He'll be probably coming in the pits. Jedick and Dirty have also in to set on put on a fresh set of tyres. Doug getting very awkward at the final corner there. He doesn't improve, I do believe. Oh, he's actually just set his first lap, so that was a 29.5 from Doug, so not bad lap there from Doug there. Super Guy now still on top though. KK Dot just entering his lap. I'm just going to cut on board with Pablo, see how he's doing. He should be right up there, given the first 3 races of the season. He should be right up there. He improves not to go quicker than Warbeast though, and he's still 2.8 seconds off in fact on Warbeast's time. As we see drivers just trying to flick through for you guys to see who might be on a lap. I think we'll stick on board with KK Duff for now, however. He's in 13th, he's right down at the back of the field. He should be going up there with the front lot. Apparently he said in a pre-race interview with me that the Porsche isn't really that good around this track. And you can see why, the back end being lost there through the corner. KK Duff really catching wide on the corner. Matter gets out the way there. So well done CLRT driver getting out of the way there. With about 2 minutes of qualifying, just over 2 minutes of qualifying left. And KK Dot running through a sub 102 middle sector is very, very good indeed. And the Spaniard is on an absolute charge on this lap. Can he go quicker than Super Guy and J-Luke? It remains to be seen. However, he comes through the final 2 corners now. Getting wide, that's okay. Matter in the pits and behind. KK Dot now about to reach the line. Is he going to go quicker than Super Guy? I think he's just going to be short. Oh, he goes quicker. I thought it was just going to be short by a couple of hundredths, but in fact he's ahead by a couple of hundredths. Really found it out the final 2 corners there. So KK Dot from 13th jumps up to 1st and currently leads the way on qualifying. Super Guy L is backing off. He's got to be wary of the time. He's only got 1 minute and 20 to get around. But 1:29 flat there from K and K Dot. As we see, look at the train of cars. It's swift all the way down to K and K Dot, I think, running down the straight. Everyone wants to be last across the line tonight, I think. This is something we've never seen in... Oh, J-Luke has gone round in the background. J-Luke goes for a bit of a spin in the background. Not quite sure what happened there. But anyways, Doug is on a lap. Let's see what he's setting. Oh, and he's going quicker in the middle sector. He's gone more than a 1/10.5 quicker, but getting very wide on the apex there. The Mustang is quite speedy around this track, but he's just got to be careful through the corners. Doug now reaching the final 2 corners. Swift, I think, is on a lap in front of him as well. Got about 30 seconds left to go in qualifying. Doug about to come across the line. Runs very wide, and that might have cost him. That, I think, has cost him. Oh, but he still goes quicker. Made a mistake coming out the final corner. Doug has gone top. KK Dot is improving. He's on a personal best lap. He's got JB in front of him. It's helping him along a bit, but he doesn't improve, and he's only 15 hundredths off Doug. Super Guy L was last across the line, by the way, I do think. So qualifying is now over. I'm going to put that message in right now. Qualifying has finished. Please finish your lap, drivers. Your current lap that you were on. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. This is taking longer than I expected, but let's get this done. As currently on board, I do believe, with Super Guy and L, who was on a lap. Yeah, just seeing if there's any improvements going on. Hereza and Elliot are around each other out on track. Elliot setting a personal best through the middle sector, apparently. He is down in that middle sector by 400. Got Hereza in front of him, which will be a big help. Coming through the final couple of corners now, these guys. J-Luke, who was sitting on pole, in 4th now at the minute. He's just behind Elliot, who's just made a little mistake there. I think he might be backing off this lap. Possibly. Herez going very slow. He's certainly backing off this lap, unless he's lagging, which I think he is. Coming across the line, Herez backs off. Elliot doesn't improve. J-Luke doesn't improve either, as Doug has gone 2nd. Sorry, Swift has gone pole. Swift has gone pole with a 28.7. Very decent lap from him. The Spaniard doesn't improve. The Spaniard improved as well. KK Dot not good enough. So I think it's only Super Guy L who doesn't improve on his lap, who was last across the line. So that is everyone, I think, done on their laps. Yeah, everyone is done. Matter just improved very late on there. So everything is done. Everyone is out on track. Just let Warbeast go through the first sector and then we can begin. Warbeast coming into the pit and I think putting on the same compound of tyres that he set his laps on, which is fine and is within the regulations. Warbeast, however, coming up through Sector 1. As soon as he's through Sector 1, we can begin in about a couple of seconds. In fact, we can begin now. We can begin now. There we go. Perfecto. Everyone. Oh, we're going to have to restart, I do believe. I'm just going to keep an eye on this. JB has gone into the pits. I'm not sure if this is going to discount him. If this is the case, then we're going to have to restart. We're fine. Sorry, JB's fine. We're fine. We don't have to restart. We are absolutely fine. We're not having a pro-am. So hopefully everyone will be coming off the grid. If there is any problems off this grid start, we will of course restart. But 5 red lights are about to go out here for round 4 of the Pro Series Championship, as we have lost somebody. We have lost somebody. Why on earth are we restarting? Is beyond me. Everyone seems fine. Not sure why a restart's being called. I'm just as much in the lurch as you guys are. Apparently there was a grid problem. No, there wasn't a grid problem. JB was fine. He was in 7th. He was absolutely fine on my end, if that was him. We just wait for Matta and we just wait for JB now to get off track. If you can do that now, that'll be much appreciated. There we go. Not sure what happened there. Oh, you absolute... Oh.
You need to set it by the host, so if I can...
If you can...
No, it won't let me change the grid order.
It's because you've got on set by host.
Yeah, so it should let me set it.
Go out and come back in.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, set by host.
There we go.
Yeah, everyone's a track.
People weren't put in the correct positions. Thank you very much, Danny. I was not aware for that. I was not aware of that.
Okay, right, James, give me the run through once everyone is on track.
Hang on. Right, we have got Swift in first.
Wait. Super Guy's not on track.
Just wait for Super Guy to get on track.
No, this is much better, because otherwise people will start jumping positions. Someone will press start, their car will start rolling.
Super Guy's out on track.
Okay, here we go. So, right, Swift pole. Who was second?
Swift, K&K Dot.
Yep.
Doug.
Yep.
Then, hang on a minute, we have got a major problem here. Oh, hang on. Super Guy fourth. Oh.
Yep.
J Luke in 5th.
Yep.
Durdude in 6th.
So J Luke Durdude, yep.
J Luke Durdude, you.
Oh, damn it. Hang on. Okay.
You, then Hairraiser.
Wait. So I'm behind Durdude.
You're behind Durdude, yes.
Then Hairraiser.
Hairraiser, then JB.
Behind Hairraiser, yep.
Matter.
Behind JB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Grand J10 11th.
Yeah.
Oh no, hang on. Warbeast has put 11th. Hang on. Oh yeah,
What
that's
was it
right.
on the
Oh,
stream?
hang on.
Are you not looking at the stream?
Warbeast was 12th. So
Okay,
Grand
so after
J10,
Matter-
Grand J10 11th, then Warbeast, then Pablo.
Yeah, and Pablo. Okay, perfect. Sorted.
That pretty much clarifies with everything on the left-hand side
Everyone's
there.
on track, yeah?
Yes, everyone's there. You can begin. Oh, and I need to get in the spectator mode. Oh, that was...
You lucky bastard.
That was quick. Right, I'll meet you guys again. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. There we go. As we go into the session now, with the correct positions. Everyone's in the correct positions, I do believe. Comfortably. Right, we can now begin this race eventually. Hopefully everyone will start off the grid. That's my main concern. Hopefully everyone will start off the grid. 5 minutes, I'm about to go out here in Austria at the Red Bull Ring. It is lights out and away we go, and I think everyone's got away. Yes, everyone is away, which is good to see. Fantastic to see. Swift going down into turn 1, however. Doug going around the outside, holding the position. Little bit of contact. Oh, Kinky Dot, I think, has caught Super Guy in the back end, and that's caused a bit of a knock-on effect in behind. Matter was caught up in a Pablo round, Durdude round, so both GTRs around early as well. And there's further contact going on. JB's been caught in a bit of contact. Not sure who that was with. Might have been with Swift, who looks like he's waiting up. Not sure, but all change. Elliot now leads. So Elliot starting from, I think, in 7th place. Now leads this race from J-Luke in 2nd, Warbeast 3rd, Heves a 4th, Matter 5th, Doug in 6th, your top 6 at the minute. Swift letting through Super Guy, who I think, and he's letting through KNK Dot as well, I do believe here. Yes, he's going to let through KNK Dot, I do believe. As we get all the settings up there for everyone. Bit of an untidy start, but given the nature of this track, then I think it was necessary for people to be doing that on the first lap, and I think it was to be expected, if I've got to be honest. But Elliot leads, J-Luke 2nd, Warbeast in 3rd, Heves a 4th. We'll of course investigate everything that happened off that start as Doug goes down the inside of Matter. Doug has got 5th place there on Matter, who's trying to come back at him down the inside. And a little wide off the curb, not too bad. Matter in 6th, Super Guy holding up Swift and KNK Dot, so 3 of the big runners there, running in 7th, 8th and 9th early. Dirty, JB, Grand J10 and Pablo. I think we've had somebody change in that order. I do believe the Swift runs wide at turn 1 in 7th. We cut to the battle for the lead though. J-Luke trying to catch Elliot in a straight line. And I do believe, oh, J-Luke down the inside, sells the dummy, but the dummy doesn't work. And Elliot gets the switch back to perfection, and he gets it done. Elliot now running down the hill. J-Luke 2nd, Warbeast in 3rd, losing touch to these 2 leaders. All begin to spread itself out a little bit, with the Mustangs also closing in behind. About a 4-car train going on here for 3rd. Oh, Warbeast off in the gravel. Warbeast off in the gravel, getting a bit too wide on exit of the corner there. And now he's got Doug all up his back end. And Doug tries to switch it down the inside. Heavies are lagging quite a lot. Doug has managed to get that move done. That's a fair move. Doug is up to 4th. Very nice move indeed. Warbeast 5th. Matter now 6th. The changes early, as I do believe somebody has dropped down the field. It was Super Guy that's dropped a position to KNK Dot, I do believe, in all of that. But battle for lead still rages on. We are 3 minutes through. Elliot leads, J-Luke 2nd, Heves are now 3rd, Doug 4th, Warbeast after going into the gravel as 5th at the end of lap 2, and Matter running off the top 6 at the minute. There's Swift and KNK Dot running in behind. KNK Dot closing up on Swift here, trying to go for a move. Gets a better run off the corner compared to Swift, and he is closing up within the straight line. Can he close up enough to try and get the move done, try and force the move? And Matter on the back as well. As we see, J-Luke driving down the inside. He set the dummy that time. Saw it in the background of shot there. Right up at the top of the hill. Elliott now trying to get that speed in the McLaren. J-Luke on the inside. Elliott on the right-hand side as you look. J-Luke's going to switch in. He's going to go deep in. He's going to go wide out and deep in, I think, and try and sell a switchback. But it's not going to happen. And Elliott currently holds on to the lead. Doug in third, Harris a fourth. Warbeast has begun to get back into this in fifth. Matter in sixth. Swift and Kane get up going pretty much side by side as well. The Spaniard trying to get past the Brit. And of course, Swift did win last time out in Dragon Trail. So Kane Dot trying to get the back end here of Swift. Super Guy, Dirty. JB running around quite lonely. He's got Grand Jet 10 for company in behind, and Pablo's just running around endlessly at the back of the field, already 25 seconds off the pace, and running around the mediums. As J-Luke begins to try and close in, running down the straight. We enter lap 4. 5 minutes pretty much gone. Doug's picked up a second penalty there in the Mustang. Front two still beginning to pull away though. All of this battling now just beginning to get a little bit closer together. It's almost two separate races going on here. We've got the front two, we've got the mid going on behind as Matter has just lost a position to Kane Dot there. Kane Dot is on the outside, left-hand side of the screen as you look. Matter going up the inside line on the left-hand side of the screen as you look, as the camera just cuts away. He dives it up the inside. Kane Dot is aware of that danger, but Matter loses control of the car on exit of the corner, and he's going to be vulnerable to Super Guy in L now. As the battle for the lead really rumbles on, I can see that down at the bottom of the screen there. Really raging on, but Super Guy in the meantime round the outside, lay on the brakes. Can he? Can he round the outside? Yes, he can. Brilliant move by Super Guy in L. And he's gone up to 8th place. Matter, after starting so strongly, he was in 5th for most of the early part of that race, of this race. And Matter now dropping down to 9th. He could be at the points in a minute as he drops further down the field. J-Luke, the two Mustangs now beginning to close in on the two leaders, and this is really hotting up early on. It's going to be a bit of tactics, a bit of who wants it most in the early part of this stint. Dirty's got the fastest lap of the race, by the way, as we see a little twitch from the leader, Elliott. J-Luke trying to get him on the straight. Just looks a little bit wanting for pace down the straight. I think the McLaren has got enough straight line speed to maintain it into turn 1. I may just point out, I'll run you through the grid order in terms of tyres. We're on softs. Matter on mediums. Trying to get past Dirty there actually. He's round the outside of him. Going side by side up the hill. Dirty on a set of softs, by the way. Matter on a set of mediums. He should serve up this penalty under the braking zone into turn 2. And he serves, yeah, he does serve that penalty. And in fact, he's kept around the outside of Dirty. That is brave stuff. The Goldstein clearly been an advantage there at turn 2. Super Guy L has dropped down, I do believe. He's lost another couple of positions there. He's now down in 10th. As Super Guy, Pablo and Matter are the only two on mediums, the rest are all on softs. And of course, just a reminder, if you are racing, that you have got to put on your other compound of tyres. So if you're on softs at the minute, you put on the mediums, and if you're on the mediums, you put on the softs. Simple as that. As Elliott leads, J-Luke second, but the Mustang's really looking quite strong around this track here at the Red Bull Ring. And they're beginning to close up. Doug clearly the quicker driver, he feels, on Hairraiser. And Hairraiser, in fact, just making a little mistake in behind, losing time as the gap for the lead closes down. And Doug, in fact, setting a personal best, fastest lap of the race in the 28.8 there. J-Luke has picked up a penalty. Must have been for a track extension. As Elliott leads, J-Luke second. Doug right on the back, 8.5 tenths separating the top 3. We've got Hairraiser in behind, running around in 4th. Quite lonely in behind now. A couple of these guys. We see the back shot in the background. There wasn't anybody going really for a move there, I don't think. As Warbeast sends it up the inside of Kane Dot, trying to go for switchback. Warbeast, I think, has got that move done. I'm not sure if he was defending or attacking the position there, but whatever has happened there, he's got that done. And he remains in 6th place. Kane Dot though on the back end. Here comes the Porsche down the inside. Is he going to commit the car alongside? Yes, he is. Warbeast just coming briefly into him. There was a little bit of an insurance there. If KK was going to try and go down the inside, the gap was there. He just looked a bit hesitant going through for the manoeuvre. Matter and Durdude and Super Guy and L, in the meantime, are going round. We've seen JB come in to the pits, I do believe. JB is in for a set of softs. That's a very early pit stop. Of course, he's got to run the mediums after this stint. So that was the first pit, and now they're all going to come in, because J-Luke is in from second place, running wide onto pit entry. 12 litres of fuel left. He could have got at least another lap out of those, on that fuel especially. But Elliot leads at the minute, Doug second, Harris a third. We'll just watch his pit stop with J-Luke, see what tyres he goes on. I'm guessing, because he's pitted within the first 10 minutes, he'll go mediums 15, for about 15-20 minutes, and then he'll pit in for a set of softs coming to the end. That is just my understanding. Durdude is also into the pits as well on slightly less fuel, 9 litres of fuel there for Durdude. J-Luke coming out the pits, and he's coming out onto a set of softs, so he wants to go for a second stint on the softs before coming in on the mediums. Durdude, in the meantime, is he going to get his change of compound tyres, as Pablo, I think, is in and behind? Yes, he is. So both GTRs are in, and Durdude is coming onto a set of mediums. So he's the first driver that's pitted, and has gone onto a different set of compounds. Pablo as well. I think he's going to pit in and possibly go softs and try and catch some of the guys ahead of him. At the minute, looking like Pablo of old at the minute, running 40 odd seconds behind the lead of the race. But through the first 10 minutes of the race, by the way, if you're just tuning in, this is James Head 14 commentating through the action for you. TTG James, if you don't know me already. Pablo as well, going on to set us off, so he's already completed his. As Doug is coming in. Is Jerez going to come in behind? Yes, he is. So Doug and Jerez, both Mustangs are in. Very interesting decision here, I think, for both Mustangs to come in at relatively the same time. Doug was ahead of Jerez, so we'll have a look on board with these pit stops. Kenketa and Warbeast are also in. Matter now filters into the pits. Seen the flurry of pit stops here on lap 7. Lap 8 will be for the leaders, I think. Elliott and Swift trying to go into a longer stint compared to some of these guys. Most of the guys, however, are into the pits, exceptions being a couple of the guys that are now running up there in the top 5. As Doug is about to come out of the pits very, very soon, going for a long stint, and he goes under another set of softs. Jerez are also under a set of softs. So both of them have got to complete another set of tyres. Warbeast is coming out, he goes on mediums. Kenkett Dot coming out on softs. Matter coming out on mediums, and I think he's jumped them. He has jumped them in the pits. That's quite weird. But Matter has jumped Warbeast and a few others, as JB's got a 4/10 penalty going on there. Quite lonely out in front, but I do believe we've got a battle raging on. I thought that was a battle raging on, but it is actually not. It's Pablo going through the final corner. I thought I saw 2 cars together there. Elliott, is he going to come into the pits this lap? Yes. Definitive yes. Elliott in. Been hesitant, I think, into the pit lane. I think he would have wanted to try and speed it in there and actually gain a little bit of time coming out of the pits, because there is Swift also coming in as well. Super Guy is going to go for another lap, it seems. Hopefully he doesn't underfeel like he did in Catalonia, because he was on for at least a top 5, maybe even a podium. He's going to be leading us out onto lap 9 now. So Elliott's in and Swift's in, so both McLarens are in as well. Let's see how it all unfolds. That mid-pack battle will begin to get going as well. We'll cut on board with that in just a second, as Elliott is about to come out the pits. He was race leader. He's out under a set of mediums, Swift under a set of softs. So differing strategies there between the cars. As J-Luke has jumped Elliott, I do believe, in the pit stops. That is why an overcut works. Oh, an undercut works around this track, I'm afraid. 13 minutes in, Super Guy now leads with a clear lead, but obviously he's still got a pit and will be pitting this lap. Grandeur 10 is in second as well. He'll be pitting this lap. But really, this is the battle for the lead. Three-way battle for the lead going on between J-Luke, Elliott and Swift, who was in a very unpromising position when coming into the pits. Obviously he is on quicker tyres than Elliott. Does Elliott let him go? Or does Elliott keep on the back of J-Luke and let J-Luke get away on the fresh set of softs? Interesting times for the two McLaren lads. as we reach pretty much the end of the middle sector in lap 9 of this race. About 15 minutes gone, and Super Guy L currently leads the way, and he should be pitting in now, and yes, he comes into the pits. Now dives into the right hand side of the track, going quicker into the pit lane than what Elliott did. Grand Jet 10 has made a mistake, I do believe, as well. He's getting caught by these guys. He should be in the pits. Yep, he dives in now. So Grand Jet 10 coming in the pits. Similar speed to Super Guy coming in there. Let's watch both of these pit stops as the battle for second. Yes, Swift has been let through. So Swift on a quicker compound of tyre is being let go here by his teammate. But we'll keep on board with Super Guy and Grand Jet 10, however, in the meantime. Super Guy might be coming out in all of this battling here. He's going to go on for a set of mediums, and he could reach, I would think, about 8 minutes to go. Grand Jet 10 also in the pit, and he should be going on to a similar strategy. It should be mediums for him as well. Yep. So both of those cars onto a set of mediums. J-Luke has pulled away here, but the two McLarens are battling. Swift and Elliott all relatively looking okay in behind. I do believe JB, after that earlier pit stop compared to some of these guys, is now up to 6th. He's ahead of K&K Dot. Real good battle going on behind, however, with Warbeast and Dirty. Let's just put on board with that. They're going side by side almost, running down the straight. The camera just cuts away briefly. Super Guy L has came out on the back of this, so he's got to try and fight through the traffic. In the meantime, though, we'll cut back to the battle for 6th and 7th. JB, I think, is a bit out of place in relevance to some of these guys in behind. Matter, he should have the number of quite easily, and he should be getting to pull away. K&K Dot on the back end, though, with 2/10 worth of penalties. 2/10 worth of penalties. He'll serve that up the hill into turn 2, of course, I do believe. As we reach lap 11, J-Luke leads. They all filter through in line of stern formation. The top 5 through onto lap 11 they go. JB just begin to try and lengthen out in the Beamer compared to K&K Dot on the Porsche. The Porsche does have extra good cornering speed compared to the bigger and more weightier cars like the Beamer and the Lexus especially. And speaking of the Lexus, he is losing time, Matter, on the medium compound of tyres. Three-way battle though going on for 9th, 10th and 11th. We do want to bring you, of course, the best action out on track. And Super Guy's closing in on Warbeast. He could try and get a double move done in the meantime as well, with Dirty just slowly trying to nick away from this too. A Super Guy, I think, was trying to go up the inside there of Warbeast. Didn't quite pull it off. He has gained through the corner, however. He's gained about 200ths of a second. He'll close up in the straight line, but I don't think he's close enough for a move. But we have seen Pelly in the Pro-Am race go from quite a far way back on fetching Dragon to get the move done for the lead, albeit a bit aggressive. As we are about 17 minutes through this race, J-Luke leads from Swift and Elliott, filling out the top 3 as you look, but you're currently on board with 9th, 10th and 11th. Dirty just beginning to try and just nick away now from Warbeast and Super Guy. All of these 3 are on the same compound of tyre. They're on the medium compound of tyre. They've all been into the pits for these tyres, I do believe. So I think it was only Pablo and Matter that was on the mediums through their first stint. So let me run you through the order actually as we cut to, and still catching Elliott actually in the straight. Side by side action almost with JB and K&K Dot. Let's get on board with that, because it looks like K&K Dot is still all over the back end of JB here, trying to go for the move. Don't think he's quite going to get it done. Personal best. Oh, K&K Dot very, very close to the back end under braking there. Goodness me. Came very, very close to the back end there of the Beamer ahead. And JB running nicely. Formerly AZR Danny, of course. K&K Dot in behind though. AZR GT Sport driver. Looking in behind. Looking quite nicely there, both these guys. Have got plenty of respect for each other, with them of course being formerly in the same team. JB just getting caught on the outside of the curb there. Just losing a bit of exit speed. And K&K Dot senses blood. He's on the inside, going through the corner. Takes a much deeper line, but he's going to be wider out on exit, and this is the time, this is the opportunity for K&K Dot to try and get past JB. He's going to slip out of the slipstream now. He's going to go down the inside of the second to last corner. He's committing it, but I don't think he was brave enough to go for the move. As we have seen change of position, and for third, Doug has now passed Elliot. Doug on the softs, Elliot on the mediums, and Elliot running running much less fuel compared to Doug ahead. K&K Dot, by the way, and JB are really battling for position here. In the meantime, battle for 6 rages on. Errors are just lagging slightly ahead. Relatively all spreading itself out now. Matt has got away from Dude, and Dude in fact has got away from Super Guy, who might be a threat from, I think that's Grand J10 or Warbeast. It is Warbeast just in behind him. Could be a threat from him soon, but we caught on board with the battle for 6 and 7. JB and K&K Dot really having a good battle here. The Spaniard on the Brit. Is he going to try and come in it down the inside? Not brave enough again in the Porsche. As we approach halfway in the TFRL GT3 Championship, round 4 of the Pro Series here at the Red Bull Ring, and if you're just tuning in, J-Luke leads the way with a diminishing margin from Swift, who has really got the hammer down on those softs. He is running a much less fuel load. Maybe he might underfuel before the end of this race, who knows. Doug in third and Elliot in fourth at the minute. Harris running off the top 5. Then there's still the Spaniard trying to get past JB, 6th and 7th. Mata 8th, Dirty 9th, Super Guy and L 10th, Warbeast 11th, Gwanja 10th, 12th, and Pablo running around at the back by himself in 13th place. As K&K Dot has got past JB. He has got past JB. I'm not sure if there was a mistake made there, or if he committed it to the inside. I think he was behind going into the second to last corner. So K&K Dot managed to get that move done, and JB losing control of the car, nearly on the grass. Good recovery. Brilliant recovery. Best recovery of the night, I think that is from JB. Losing the tyres, and he's losing fuel as well. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes into the pits either this lap or next lap around, as Doug and Elliot, I do believe, are battling. Oh no, it's for the battle for the lead, I'm afraid. The battle for the lead, sorry. Swift and J-Luke are now heading at it. Swift on fresher tyres has got less fuel than J-Luke. So keep that into your mind when we go through this race. Swift now beginning to pull away. Has he tried the tactical advantage to try and get ahead of the rest of the field? With just over halfway gone. Swift leads, J-Luke second, Doug in third. I'm glad I'm not the horse this week, because I think the racing is even better than what it was last week. K&K Dot has now begun to pull away from JB after that mistake, losing time now. Super Guy and Ellen Warbeast are close to each other. Grand J10's done a Narnia at turn 2. Went absolutely miles wide. Don't think he's gained any time there, in fact he's lost time there. All beginning to just spread itself out a little bit. Let's have a look in the meantime at the TFRL YouTube chat in the comment section. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the race, of course. As let's have a look at the comments section. Kyle saying restart. Absolutely no way. K&K Dot, please make comeback of the year. Interesting. People weren't put in the correct positions, Danny. Yeah, 2 moves under the braking zone from somebody apparently. Now I don't think I caught that, so I will have a look through the replay if needs be. Well, thank you Keelan for pointing that out. Jebby is into the pits. He has got to pit onto the set of mediums, and he is on the set of mediums. He should be going to the end, I think. We did see 100 litres of fuel get somebody else in Pro-Am quite close. He's got a 1.8 second penalty. Please say that is not for exiting the pits. If that's for exiting for the pits, then I'm sorry, but that's just an absolute joke. A second though, separating the leaders, Swift, J-Luke. As we see a really good battle developing. I think this is for 8th, 9th and 10th. Dirty, Super Guy, Warbeast. Super Guy still defending off Warbeast. All 3 of these guys are on the same compound of tyre. Dirty running much less fuel compared to Super Guy, and Warbeast running slightly less fuel compared to Dirty. As I go for a little bit of a burp there, if you're just tuning in, yes, I do burp during my commentaries, and it's not because I've had an alcoholic drink, which I haven't. But in the meantime, battle. Three cars definitely running close to each other. Not really a battle. Warbeast losing touch, I think, now to Super Guy, who's deciding to put the hammer down, I think. He's trying to catch Dirty. Dirty, though, the GTR definitely looks like it's got straight line speed compared to the Audi. Of course, Super Guy running that AZR livery on his car. Dirty running the Thrustmaster Racing livery on his car, of course. Very nicely done, of course, these liveries. And if you are new to this championship, then, well, if you want to be a regular, just tap the subscribe button. Just tap the notification bell when we go live as well. We should be hosting as well 2 social races next week for classic cars on F1 2018. Our newly launched TFRL Classic Car League, and in fact sign-ups are going to close tomorrow, because I've just realised sign-ups were supposed to close today. Leader's in, Swift is in. Swift is into the pits. So he's got to go now onto the medium compound of tyre as per the regulations. And he should be appearing in shot any second now. There he is, coming into the pit lane now. And he should be out behind Dirty here, I think. I believe it's Dirty anyway. Sorry, it's K&K Dot. He should be out behind K&K Dot and possibly ahead of Matter with this fuel load. 15 minutes left to go, and Swift should be getting either ahead or just behind Dirty. I think he's just going to be ahead. He's on for centre medium, 70 litres of fuel. As that is going to be Matter closing in, and Matter in fact has got him. Matter has got him. Swift on a set of mediums, pretty much 28 seconds off to the leader now. Whether it'll take that long for J-Luke to come into the pits, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to undercut him, as Swift really wants to try and get things done early. He's right on the back of Matter here, running down the hill into turn 4. Matter on the receiving end of possibly a good move here by Swift. He's going to try and go around the outside, right hand side of the screen as you look. Matter diving late down the inside, defending the inside position. Doesn't want to go for it on the colder tyres, I think, Swift at the minute. He just wants to get those tyre temps up and make sure he gets to the end of the race with as enough fuel and as enough as J-Luke. As I literally said, he could undercut him this lap, and he has. So J-Luke is into the pits. Whether he's going to be getting out ahead of Swift is another thing. I don't think he's done enough. Swift and Matter are running side by side up the hill into the second to last corner, under the braking zone. They're still side by side, a little bit of contact, a little bit of loss of the back end there from Swift. Swift now on the right hand side of the screen as you look, trying to go switch back. Matter defends it well, but it's not good enough. Swift now has got ahead. J-Luke has got to try and get out ahead, and I think he might just get out ahead. I'm not sure. Coming through, Matter, there's Swift, there's Matter, there's J-Luke. It's all very, very tight. Swift and J-Luke, this is for the lead of the race here. This is for the net lead of the race. Matter in behind as well. Can the other LRT driver try and have a go at this as well? Swift, though, leading the way. Power off sign comes up on my TV. I think J-Luke has actually gone onto the wrong set of tyres, has he? Unless he's been on the softs already this race. Somebody else is in the pits, by the way. That is Warbeast pitting in for a set of softs. And I think he's underfield that. He really has underfield that. Has Warbeast. So Doug leads Elliott second. Harris the third, K&K Dot fourth. But this is the real battle going out on track. Swift and J-Luke, fifth and sixth out on track. All 13 drivers that started are still running. This really coming to the boil here in round 4 of the TFRL GT3 Championship in the Pro Series. Swift just beginning to pull away. I think he's got slightly fresher tyres compared to J-Luke, who's just came out the pits. Matter just losing time. He tried to hold up Swift, I think, as much as possible. Oh! And in fact, J-Luke's made a mistake. Swift ran wide, and he's run wide again there. He might get a penalty for that, and he has. He's got 1.1 second penalty. J-Luke making a mistake, gaining the advantage. They are approaching blue flags, which I think is Pablo coming out of the pits. It is Pablo coming out of the pits. He's just got to be aware. Goldstein, by the way, is on, I do believe. Oh no, it's off actually. I don't know why Goldstein is off, even though we put it on. Might be a little tinker with the settings. I think needs to be done there. As long as Pablo doesn't interfere with his battle for the technical lead out of the race. After just losing time to his teammate J-Luke there. Blue flags are in operation for Pablo. He's got Super Guy NL in front. Sorry, he's got Super Guy NL behind him even. Not really much going out on track. JB has undercut, I do believe, War Beast. So JB is now running within the points. Yes, it might only be a point, but he's still in the points. Difference is now we see the flying Spaniard on the back of the Brit. Hairraiser, who will have to pit. He is going to have to pit before the end of this race. Elliot's in. Elliot is in. So Doug, oh, and Doug's off. Doug is off, and he's off hard. Wow, that's unbelievable. I'm honestly not sure what's happened there with Doug. He's left the room. He's left the room from the lead of the race. Drama here in the Red Bull Ring. I'm not sure what's happened to Doug. It was definitely not my end this time. That is so unfortunate. Elliot coming out of the pit, he should be on softs. Yes, he is. Matter coming into the pit should go on softs, because he has obviously been on the mediums. Elliot coming out of the pits, by the way, in front, possibly of Super Guy NL. He's going to try this hard. Super Guy's going around the outside, though. Elliot and Super Guy. Elliot's got the straight line speed up the hill. Just coming across a little bit under braking there. Or going alongside him almost. Super Guy's trying to hang around the outside. He tries to go switchback. It's not going to work. Elliot now speeds away. Pablo now just in front of these guys, actually. Pablo's got to get out of the way. So unfortunate that we've lost Doug at such a crucial time in the race. I don't think he would have won this race. Oh, Super Guy getting caught very wide there on exit into the corner. Oh, could have ended in absolute tragedy there for him into the gravel. Kane Dot leads though. Hairraiser's in. Hairraiser's in. So Kane Dot got past. Hairraiser now into the pits. He's the only sole Mustang going. Such a shame. We've had half an hour gone. If anything was to happen, the results will be taken as per last week, of course. But at the minute, as it stands, I do believe that Swift is going to be winning this race by quite a margin. So we see Hairraiser into the pits, who should be going on to a set of mediums, I do believe. Yeah, he's on a set of mediums, because he hasn't obviously pit. Doug, obviously the penalties won't apply to him if it's a disconnect from his end. Obviously, that's going to be such a shame. But Dirty is in as well. Trying to cut on board with some action for you. King Dot's got a penalty. Trying to serve it up in front. 14 seconds out in front. He's going to be pitting in this lap, I think, and going for a quick last-minute dash. I think he's actually timed this pretty well, to be honest. The guys are 15 seconds in behind. Just under 15 seconds behind. King Dot's essentially going to go for last-minute splash and dash. This could work out in his favour, you know, come the end of this race. Swift on the mediums, J-Luke on the mediums. This could really, really help Kane Dot here if he goes under a set of softs again. And he's coming in. He's coming in. Has he won this based on tactics? Kane Dot into the pits. It's going to take quite a while for him to process through the pit lane. He should, I think, be getting out in 4th place. If I was a betting man, I think he'll be out in 4th place. He's got to go last minute splash and dash. He's coming into the pits now. So there we go. Kane Dot's in. He should get home on about 40 litres of fuel, I think. We'll see when he comes out of the pits. He's going to be out in 4th place if he exits now. And he does. He exits now and he's out in 4th place quite comfortably. He's onto a set of mediums, which I think might be quite wise, considering I don't think he's pitted for a set of mediums yet. So I think he's realised that. Swift though leads, 2.7 seconds. Gap is extended out. J-Luke's got a penalty of 3/10 into the braking zone into turn 2. Elliot in 3rd, running well. Kane Dot has just recently came out the pits. He's in 4th. Super Guy's got a 7/10 penalty in behind in 5th. Hairraiser, the sole Mustang, running around in 6th. Not really many close battles going on, however. JB is now running in 7th after undercutting pretty much everyone in the pit lane. So well done to him. He's going to be getting good points considering he spun out quite early on in that race. Mata is about 6.5 seconds behind in 8th. Warbeast 9th, Dirty 10th, Grandeur 10, 11th, and Pablo in 12th, getting out the way of